My name is Josh Greenberg, and I'm the CEO of Team Services Group. The mission of Team is to allow people who are living with a disability to do so with the highest integrity and autonomy possible, living in their own homes and being cared for in a manner of their choosing and by people of their choice. We have a unique model in that we're solving both an employment problem, putting thousands of people to work in very meaningful jobs, and also caring for our most vulnerable in the country.
Team was really the quintessential Alpine deal and checked every box that we generally look for in our investments. Highly reoccurring revenues, recession resistant, and perhaps most importantly, we had the opportunity to install our own management team at entry as the founders were looking to retire.
The business is so focused on doing right by the community. We actually went as far in one case to travel to another state to help a young man that unfortunately had received an injury, was destined to spend the rest of his life in a hospital bed in a nursing home. We actually sent people to that nursing home to bring him out. We got him set up with housing. He was allowed to choose his own caregiver, was able to direct the care as he saw fit, and he actually now is a member of our corporate staff and works at one of our offices rather than spending every day in a nursing home hospital bed.
Team is doing so much good for the world. It's always about how are we providing the best service to the end beneficiaries, to the ultimate recipients of care.
When you're fortunate enough to find a large industry with big problems in need of real change and real solutions, you need partners that take a long-term perspective. Alpine was just uniquely positioned to be able to sit at the table with me and say, we recognize there is huge value in solving this problem in our country, and we are willing to take the time and the effort to take an approach that allows us to have the largest impact over time.
From Alpine's investment in Team, collaborating so closely with Josh and the rest of the management team, I think it's become abundantly clear that there's a benefit to private equity ownership in this industry.
I can't think of a time that Alpine's actually called me and said, I need you to do this. It's always collaborative. What do you think if we do this? I mean, I've gone to trade shows where all of a sudden an Alpine employee will decide to come along and we actually co-opt them into sitting at the trade booth with us and selling for us. It's remarkable to have a partner that provides such a broad array from recruiting to training to pricing support to sales assistance. I really view Alpine as an extension of our company.
The most important metric to Josh, to the rest of the management team, to Alpine is the number of lives that we're touching. What's been exciting is that we've been able to grow that number by 10 times over the past 5 years. That is the statistic that we are most proud of.
We are all inspired by the mission of helping people who are living with disabilities and the loved ones that are charged with their care, and everyone has rallied around that mission. They've been looked over for far too long, and to do our small part in making sure they're cared for in a manner of their choosing, in a location of their choosing, is really truly a nice feeling. Yeah, I'm psyched to catch up. 1 second, I forgot one thing, just hold on.